Hats podcast with your hosts with the most, Tony and Lavelle, every morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. We also have Queen Watkins with Clock Dead. Tune in with us and have a great time. Let's talk about it right here. Too Many Hats podcast.
Top of the morning to you, my good people. Happy Tuesday. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, man. It's your host with the most, Tony Mays, Lavelle Salter. What it do, my guy?
What's up with it?
Hey, man, look, we are on here. Look at us. Good morning. It's Terrific Tuesday. Good morning, Mel. Yeah, it is definitely Terrific Tuesday. And so y'all know yesterday we did a recap of last week's conversation that we had all last week about, a good healthy conversation about sexual relationships in relationships. And so we wanted to do part 2 of our recap today, and hopefully we can have some dialogue kind of in between these clips, because we created clips, and in between we can kind of have some dialogue, kind of like we did yesterday. First of all, before I get started, I want to give a shout out, man, my brother, man. Happy heavenly birthday to my brother, man. It seemed like we was just saying our goodbyes yesterday, and man, it's been over a month now. He's been gone, and anyway, happy heavenly birthday. His first birthday, man, without him. Also, man, be in prayer for my wife. She's having a procedure this morning, and just want to be in prayer for her. So with that being said, Lavelle, you got anything anybody you want to shout out today?
I save it at the end. But I do think at some point, I don't know when we would do it. I thought about this last night. That at some point I would love for us to get with some sex therapists and some doctors. I've never heard anybody in Memphis. Not I haven't. I mean, maybe we just went in tune to know about it, but I've never heard of a conference, or something like this to where couples go to things like this to actually have something to where it's informational. And I actually came up with the theme of it. Sex is not a
Mm,
dirty. Sometimes it get dirty.
mm. That's interesting. I do know, like, um and I don't know what his conference entails, but I know which Bill DeVoe. Which one was the one used to be rapping all the time? Ronnie.
Running, yeah, running.
Yeah. Ronnie and his wife uh were doing, I know they was doing a conference that was kind of like a little thing every year in Atlanta. I don't know if they still doing it. It was like for married couples and stuff like that. And because I was gonna try to go one year, and I don't know if they still do it or not, but I want to say that conference kind of encompasses that too. But you're right. I don't think I've ever heard anybody really doing it here in Memphis. And I could be wrong. I could be like you. I could just be oblivious to it.
Right,
Um, and not to say that nobody have. We just haven't experienced or heard
right. That's
about it.
what I don't know. So just a thought. Just I mean,
Right.
I just because and it's just wholesome. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I just
Right.
think just having a conversation and getting into it and digging into it. And like I say, it's been something. It's a conversation that has been snatched away from the wholesomeness of what it really is,
Right.
because
Right.
of the society that we live in, and it's been given a bad rap. So, but to put it back in its perspective place, it makes sense. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. All right. Well, let's jump on in here, man, and hopefully we can have some dialogue in between.
Yes, sir.
And he basically went down the line and popped all their balloon. Pop, 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 pop. And she said, so okay. Why did you pop their balloons? Well,
because I know all of them pretty much. And
Wow,
so he was like, yeah, because I know all of them pretty much, and no, that ain't gonna work.
that's crazy.
It was crazy because none of them had popped him, so it's like whatever he was to them was okay, but whatever they was to him was not okay because he was like, boop, 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 boop. She said, okay. Why did you pop the balloon? No,
That's
I know
crazy.
more. He said, I know I done had experience with them. That ain't gonna work. Well, that shit was so funny to me. I was like, yeah, he just popped everybody balloon. You've been with the whole community, ain't
Damn.
you? And I don't know if that was speaking well of them or him. I mean, he was one of them dudes. Yeah. Uh, so what would make a person sexually unforgettable? Most men probably say that hot tour. Man, that hot tour, that hot tour is unforgettable. I I'm a say too that like the way they move during sex, like the sensualness, the sense being sensual in their moves, because I don't want to say sensualness, but the way they move during sex, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Because they could do certain moves like this right here.
Is a work of
Getting
art.
there.
This is bullshit. This is a work of art. This is bullshit. This
Right here.
is a work of art. But
That's definitely bullshit.
this is bullshit.
That last move she did, that to me, that's like that's a sensual move. That's her, like, yeah. So I think if they, and it's just the certain things they do. You know what I'm saying? Think of it as freedom. I think, you know. Let me go to my trust the AI because y'all tripping this morning. Y'all,
Bro, I think that was funny as hell. I had to get myself together. I was over here
What?
cracking my side. I was over here cracking my side of him. Because it, we me and we something else, bro. Like we look at shit, man. Like, have you ever get yourself together, Todd? I'm trying to get myself together. Good morning, Zoe. Good morning, Mel. Yeah. Have you ever been in a situation where you was doing it and it was a mirror in the room? And there was
Uh,
a mirror in the room?
no.
Yeah, but yeah, what?
I'm trying to think. No.
Man,
There was a mirror in the room, but we couldn't see ourselves in the mirror. But no, I can't remember.
man, you know how like those dressers, those old dressers, because I don't even know if people still have these things. They probably still do. The dressers with the mirrors on the back, got the big mirror hanging, big
We got
tall
one.
mirror.
We got one on our dresser, but I mean, it's you can't see from the bed.
I didn't have some of them joints where uh I didn't had let me do this. I done had some of them joints where you can see what you're doing, and man, like the woman might have her eyes closed and I look, and you in the mirror just anyway. I digress.
You see,
Look. Mel know about it. Mel said that mirror in their room was fun. Yep. Yeah, you can see, and then maybe you know I don't know, bro. I don't want to get too deep into it, so let me get back to this.
y'all scared. Y'all don't want to get in no trouble. Yeah, I was kidding. I know when Lavelle gets super quiet, he's like, but this is, hey, we trying to help folk out.
Well,
Yeah,
it
so
pertains to,
working on that
gotta keep in
form. So
mind, we've been married shit half our lives, so
What the hell? That don't mean you didn't do nothing before you got married.
no, it doesn't.
All
So
right then.
so you gonna do too much and discuss that?
Hey, bro, this is a show. We talking about what makes a person sexually unforgettable, a woman or a man.
Okay, then.
It's the past. The past is the past.
Crazy, everybody quiet this morning.
Right.
Okay, then, Craig. It's Friday. You ain't got no job.
A sexually unforgettable person is characterized by authenticity,
Okay.
presence,
Okay.
and a willingness to connect deeply. They are not focused on performing or creating a perfect image, but rather on experiencing the moment fully and engaging with their partner on an emotional and physical level. This includes open communication, vulnerability, and a genuine desire to explore and to connect.
so Zoe, when you was in that mirror, Zoe, working on that form, when you was in that mirror working on your form, you really was trying to make that sex. You was trying to make that sex unforgettable. You was in that mirror, bro. You cross your hands across the
Tighten up on that backstroke.
man. You cross your hand across the back of that thing. You looking in the mirror.
Get up on that good stuff.
You was working on that form, and a lot of us use that mirror to either work on our form, to either see, to see what we was doing or see what the woman was doing. That like you maybe you was in a position you couldn't really see her face, and that mirror gave you some. Mel said, in the marriage room, there are huge mirror that can be placed near the nightstand on the ceiling or on the ceiling. Have fun, live married or not. And y'all know Summer Lamar and Third had them. What?
Damn.
Wait a minute. You been on Lamar and on Third Street? Wait a minute, Summer Lamar and Third. You went to all the little hit 'em joints, didn't you?
$14 back then, wasn't
Mel, you was in all the hit 'em joints.
it?
Wait a
$14
minute.
for 2 hours.
Wait a minute, Mel. How you know the price? Mel, you and Lavelle was in all the little hit 'em joints, wasn't he? Stop thinking about something she just heard. Man. Fully read, Tony. I can't read. Your stuff be all running together. You have run-on sentences, conjunctions, prepositional phrases, broken prepositions. She just heard. Man, you just named all the hit 'em spot locations. Not only the hit 'em spot locations, that's why all the trail walkers was.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I'm
ain't,
saying?
I ain't had no trail walker though.
I'm trying to be nice about it. All the trail walkers was out
I
there.
guess.
Let me find out if you was out there with the trail walkers.
Damn.
Let me find out, Bill.
Yeah, see, I like that. See, we going somewhere else with that.
I'm trying to help y'all out because like y'all thinking about the actual act too. Like, and the act is cool, like that makes a person unforgettable, but there are some other things like the emotional aspects of it. So, like Rodney, he crazy, but he said, but that's What makes a woman unforgettable to him? He said if she swallows, she is unforgettable for him.
My word.
So, and okay, if she swallows, that will make the woman unforgettable to him. Why does that make her unforgettable for you? You like it when she swallows? I assume you do. Craig said everybody quiet this morning. Ms. Alfreda said, don't let Tony get you in trouble. Hey, I ain't gonna get him in no trouble. Zoe said maybe it could be the things you did to them. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes them, but cause they allowed you to do certain things to them. I definitely like that though. I like that. Where you were allowed to do certain things to them that pleased you and them, and it made that person unforgettable as it relates to sex. Uh this boy right here. Now we know what makes the woman unforgettable to Lavelle.
You're so stupid.
Now we know. He didn't want to say it, but now we know. Okay.
Are you crazy?
But being present. So instead of focusing on a mental checklist or trying to impress, a truly unforgettable person is fully present in the moment, attuned to their own sensations and their partners. I love that, bro.
Say it again.
It's probably, huh?
Read it again.
So being present, it said instead of focusing on a mental checklist or trying to impress the person, trying to go out and impress
Yeah.
a truly unforgettable person is fully present in the moment, attuned to their own sensations and their partner's sensations.
Yeah, I love that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that. That's that connection, that's that bonding, that's that energy, that synergy, that's y'all when you go there,
Yeah.
talking about you and me.
Craig said, yeah, y'all have a blessed day. He crazy. Emotional openness. They are willing to be vulnerable and connect on an emotional level, sharing their feelings and desires.
Yep.
Authenticity. They are not trying to be someone they're not, and their genuine self is magnetic and inviting.
Oh yeah. Love that.
So I really like that one because you got so many people, man. They've been watched all this porn stuff, and they trying to imitate what they see on these porns and what these porn folk did, and that ain't you, my guy, my girl. That's not you.
Mm-hmm.
Be yourself. Be genuine. Focus on what you good at, or what you good at. Your magnetic, genuine magnetic self.
Right.
And I think if you do that, then it will make for a better experience, and it might make the experience unforgettable.
Mm-hmm.
She said she at work today, so she gonna be in her best behavior.
Yeah. Whatever. All
Uh
good.
Rodney said, I like when she is her freaky self. Okay. But
Mm.
that can be a part of her being, genuine, her authentic, genuine self.
Right.
She's not trying to be that's just who she is. She's not trying to be somebody else. And I
Mm-hmm.
say instead of freaky, I'm gonna say sensual awareness.
I like that.
Yeah. Let's change that Rodney from freaky self to sensual awareness self. So they are in tune with their senses and their sensations of their body, allowing them to be more responsive and present. That's good. That's good. That
Mm-hmm.
they are in tune. So you in tune with them sensual spots out, you know, them spots that you impartial to. you're sensitive to those, you're sensual to those, and you're in tune with it to the point that you allow them to be responsive and be present or explored by somebody else.
Is Miss Alfreda still on here? What's the? I would like to know the couples that watch us who's been married the longest. They could probably, tell us how they kept the fire burning in a marriage over 30 years.
I got 33, so I don't know how many Miss Freedom them got.
I think she said it on one of the
I
shows way
know
back. I can't remember.
Danielle mama, when Danielle mama was on here, I ain't seen her in a while. I had to find
Yeah,
out what.
she is retired too. I'm gonna have to get on her.
Yeah. But I knew she was. I think she was married with like 50 some years or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think her and Pastor Rose been married that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Alfreda, how long y'all been married? Monka said October.
So still,
If you discuss the like and don't like before sex, is always a plus. Sometimes they have not. They say not limited to anything. Sometimes it is limits too. Limited too.
So that was the unforgettable. That was the unforgettable aspects of what makes a person unforgettable as it relates to sex. And then Craig had mentioned this, that sometimes, man, that sex could be so bad till it could be forgettable. Like it ain't unforgettable, it's just forgettable.
mm-hmm.
So I think when we talking about remembering somebody in sex versus forgetting somebody in sex, that we have to look at like what did that person actually do during that act, that makes them unforgettable or forgettable. And so that was real good, man. I really enjoyed that segment, man. And so and then from there we jumped into what men want, sexually, what men want. And so we're gonna jump right on into that one.
If you are, Rodney said that's welcome, but everybody may not be.
We do this, start back over.
All right. So that's the 69.
Mm-hmm. You found a good one.
Hey, that's the 69. So that's when you're both kind of pleasing each other at the same time. And if you are, Rodney said that's welcome, but everybody may not be in it. Like they might not like that. She said, "Don't do too much." I ain't doing too much. I'm just saying. Joseph said, "I agree." Monica says, "Grown folks boss up." Yeah, I mean, so what I'm saying is, I don't think it should be the prerequisite to end all.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
But if you do a poll and like they do on Family Feud, 100 men was asked if the woman don't do oral on him, is she gonna leave? 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be a high number.
Oh yeah, I absolutely positively agree.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely positively agree. I'm gonna share this video real quick. I want to play this. And this is what men consider great sex. 10 secrets men obsess over. And listen to the very first one.
What men consider great sex. In this video, I'm going to cover 10 key secrets of what men consider great sex so that you can have a deeper understanding of men's desires and cravings, and so that you can have a better relationship without bad sex and without your man getting turned off or losing interest in a physical connection with you. I'm Kevin Anthony with Magnetize Your Man, and I am a certified sexologist, tantra counselor, NLP practitioner, and sex, love, and relationship coach. For over 10 years, I've worked with men, women, and couples to help them have stronger, happier, more loving relationships and the best sex of their lives. All right, let's
Okay, bro, pop your shit then.
in. Before I give you the 10 things, I need to tell you that not all men will want these things. However, what is important to understand is the type of man that you want to magnetize will want these things. So here's the first thing that men consider great sex. She is really
Part of it, y'all. Let me see if I can.
Not how you would have done it. You bundle things right, and that's it.
into it. Yes, that is right. There is nothing worse than having sex with somebody who seems bored, not into it, not really engaged with what you are doing. So for a man, for him to really enjoy the sex and really think it's great sex, he wants to know that you're into it too, that you're enjoying it at least as much as he is, if not more. The next thing is she wants sex regularly. There's no way that a man is going to say that you are great in bed and he loves having sex with you if the sex is sporadic and there's huge gaps of time in between when you actually make love. It's really important for men to have sex regularly. And so they're not going to consider sex really to be great sex unless they are having it pretty regularly. Now, that doesn't mean that he couldn't have sex one time and it was really amazing and he says that's great sex. But we're talking about here in the context of magnetizing a man that you want for a long-term relationship. And in that case, for him to really think.
So what really constitutes, because at what age do you stop as a man? And you men can answer this. What age do you think? Because he said that men want sex all the time, and I was like that. I was like that where I just wanted it all the time, all during the day, all day. But now that I got a little older, it's like I don't have to have it every day, all day. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know if that's just me or just coming to grips with, or just understanding or realizing that there's more to my relationship than just sex.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what it is right there, more so than anything. And then just a level of maturity.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because I just feel like to do it every day, all day, like you ain't got to. You must. What kind of life you got? Like you just when I was young, that was all on my mind. All the time.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like, yeah, like I'm cool. Like if it's once a week or twice a week or once every two, I'm cool. I'm cool. I ain't, and I think too that's where and I don't know if that's where like over a period of time you just kind of you understand your mate, you learn your mate, and you understand that. I don't know. I just think it's a older, more mature thing as opposed to uh some of the young people. And then you might still have some older people out here that have a really, 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 really high sex drive that want to do it all day, every day. Because I believe there's some out there like that. But for the most part, and I'm asking the men, is it a thing that you just kind of grow out of at a certain age, or do you still want to do it every day, all the time?
Then too, I think too when you're married, I think too what happens as well with when the frequency is done correctly, it makes you appreciate it better. Like you say you have some downtime when you don't, and then when y'all finally get it, like man, whoo, shit, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So when it kind of keeps it kind of fresh to the way you just don't.
Right. Like
Yeah,
you ain't wearing it out, so to speak.
right.
Yeah.
Let that thing
Uh,
rest.
or let yourself rest.
You know,
that the sexual component
This thing that he's saying magnetize a man.
I
I'm
love it.
loving it, bro. Huh?
I love
I'm,
it. Same
I'm
thing.
loving it, bro. Like
Yeah.
if he said like all of these things that a man may not want, but he said the kind of man that you want to magnetize will want these things.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key. Rodney said it's not a deal breaker if she don't swallow. Okay, good deal, Rodney.
of your relationship is great, it has to be regular. The next one is that she gives his a lot of attention. Now, when I'm coaching men, I often tell them, don't go straight for a woman's genitals. Start elsewhere. Touch the back of her neck, touch her legs, touch her arms. But with men, you can go straight to the genitals, and men actually want you to go straight to the genitals. So the more attention you give to his and his genitals, the more he's going to think that this sex is great. And that takes me to the next one.
Let's put a pin right there. I tried to. I said this earlier this week, but I was talking about kind of stuff I like. I said I my stomach rubbed, and my I like the kissing on the neck out there, but the stomach rub, cause right next to the stomach is what that man beef. Men, just I think 100 men would probably agree with this. What he just said. We want you to pay a lot of attention to the penis. We want you to pay a lot of attention to it. A lot of attention to it. And we not with a woman again. You have to touch her leg, kiss her neck, touch around the head, and rub her thighs, leg, and all that. But men, we want you to go straight to it for the most part. Come on in here. What's his name? Kevin, whatever his name is. Sexologist.
Which is blowjobs, blowjobs, blowjobs. I don't know a man that doesn't love a blowjob, and men will absolutely think sex is great if they're getting blowjobs somewhere in there and regularly, especially if they're good blowjobs. So for the ladies here, hopefully you enjoy giving blowjobs. If you don't, I hope that you can find a way to learn how to enjoy it, because it is something that men really love and really desire and really crave, and they are really going to think that you are amazing in bed if you are good at it. All right, the next one is she is responsive. What do I mean by responsive? Well, what I mean is she is reacting to what's happening. She's making noises. She's moving her body. Maybe in the height of passion, she's screaming. You're being vocal. You're speaking to him, potentially telling him things that turn you on or that you want him to do to you. It is really, really, really important for me, and I know for a lot of other men, that our partners are responsive. They are reacting in the situation. There's nothing worse than, making love to a woman and she's just laying there like a log. Is she enjoying it? I don't even know. So it's really important that she is responsive and that she's giving feedback throughout. And they don't necessarily.
I thought they were playing on the video.
No.
Oh, because Mia Mac made a request. Mia Mac said, I wish I had the sound effects, Lavelle.
No, I didn't even see that. I just done it. I didn't even see it. I didn't even see it. I could have looked on my phone, but I had it down. But I was trying to be. Yeah. No, I didn't even see
Y'all
it.
crazy. But this is good. This is good. He do good.
Really have to be verbal cues. They can just be a way that you look at him. It could be a sound that you make. It could be your breathing. It could be the way you move your body. But being expressive in the lovemaking act is important. The next one is she is willing to mix it up. It is really important for men to do different things during a lovemaking session. And I'm always surprised how many people, when they make love, they just, okay, Today we're in missionary position, and they just do missionary position for their 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever, and then they're done. But to be really great sex, you got to mix it up a little. Maybe you start missionary. Maybe you move to she's on top. Maybe you move to doggy. Maybe you change from the bed to the couch, or from the couch to the bed, or something like that. Mix it up, move around, do different things. It's
So is there a point where sex just becomes boring to a person? Do you think, Lavelle? Like, because he's talking about mixing it up, and I do know this. Like, I've heard older couples talk about, especially men. Um, and well, I've heard some women say this too. So I ain't gonna just put it totally on the men. I've heard women say this too, that oh, he just want to do it one way, or she just want to do it one way, and it get boring. She just want to lay there. She don't want to. Oh, you can't raise the legs up. You can't do that. So if sex does that make sex boring when you just kind of don't mix it up?
Uh, I really think that's a personal it's a personal thing with those individuals. I mean, because the fact that you're actually having sex and making love uh may not be boring. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that you're actually getting some, so it ain't boring. I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's like, if they make any sense to you. To
Yeah,
somebody, the fact of the matter that I'm actually getting some is that I ain't bored.
well, I mean, it just means you getting some. But if I'm getting it, and I'm getting it, just say I'm getting it regularly, right? I'm getting it
Hmm.
regularly, and it's the same. Like, it's the same. She just gonna lay there. She just gonna roll over on her side, you know. And I'm just gonna 10, 15 minutes, and then we done. You
Hmm.
know, there's no spontaneity to it. There's no creative aspects to it. There's no, you know, expectation. The expectation is, I already know what she gonna do. I already know what he gonna do,
Hmm.
and I think there ought to be some spontaneity in it. Some where, let me arouse your curiosity. Let me even put the thought of curiosity in your mind, because if you already know what it's gonna be, if I change it up, oh, this is something different today. Okay, then.
Yeah.
And I think that makes for a more interesting sexual experience, versus just laying there dormant and just kind of going through the motions each and every time, going through the same motion.
Well, I won't disagree with you at all, but what I was just saying is just, like, depending on the individual, because you got some people who are just, they introverts. You know what I mean? They to the point to where, they not the people person like that. In that regard, to the point to where, hey, I ain't going to do all that. You better bust a mother nut.
Yeah, but then so then, okay, so if you're the woman that's
Hmm.
feeling like that, I ain't going through all that. I ain't raising my leg, and you just come on, get it. You don't get it. So when that does not excite him anymore, or he does, and then he want to run out there to the run behind the young gal that's gonna do it, that's gonna do the tricks, gonna get on the handstands, and not to say that the older woman has to do all that, but at least change it up, you know.
Hmm.
And when he runs out there, so is he like, I started to question, like, is he really at fault because you're not giving him what he needs and desires,
Hmm.
and if you're not fulfilling that, then he's gonna go somewhere where he's getting fulfilled, right?
Yeah, like, again, I think we always go back to the key word, the key ingredients to all this. That's when the communication comes into play.
Yeah,
And if you ain't saying nothing, you cheating. You really cheating both of you guys, because
yeah.
you're not having the conversation. Both of you all are being cheated. Cheated
And that
conversation.
works. And that works for male and the female. Like, even if the male is
That's like
not,
a whole podcast. Cheated
yeah.
conversation.
Yep.
Anyway,
Yeah. Yep. All right, let's jump into the third video. I kind of skipped around on that one. Let's jump into the third video.
yes, sir.
Have you ever felt pressured to perform in the bedroom? Or maybe you're worried about whether or not you're doing things right. Well, today we're going to cover 7 things every man must know before sleeping with a woman to help you approach intimacy with confidence and ease. As a woman myself, I can help you clarify how we think of these things as well. My name is Apple Conti. If it's your first time visiting, I welcome you to join me not only in this video, but subscribe as well. I'm a dating, relationship, and attraction coach for men, and I really dive deep into really bettering your results with women overall in your dating or your relationships life. Give this video a like and let's dive in. We're going to talk about one of the most nerve wracking but exciting parts of any relationship, your first time being intimate or many times being intimate with a woman. Whether you're new to dating game or just want to make sure you're going to do things right, these 7 tips are going to change the way you think about intimacy. Trust me, it's not as complicated as you might think. So let's be real here, guys. A lot of guys feel like there's this huge pressure to be perfect in the bedroom. You see the stuff on TV or in movies, or what I don't like, pornography. And it's all about this fireworks and this mind blowing performances. But in reality, most women are not looking for those performances. They're looking for real connection. And we're going to talk about how you can deliver that without the stress. I mean, I've heard men saying they were able to have sex with their girl for 8 minutes, literally, and been so ashamed that it didn't last that long. And then I talk to women about it, and they're like, it was great, but it was way too long. Like, this is why there's such a disconnect here. And that's because men have this like notion that they have to last 30 minutes or an hour of penetration in a bedroom, which is completely false. So let's dive into the 7 things every man needs to know before sleeping with a woman. Number 1 is not a race, gentlemen. It is a journey. First off, guys, slow down. One of the biggest mistakes men make is treating sex like a race to the finish line. It's not what it's about. It's about creating a shared experience that both of you can enjoy. When you're rushing through things, not only does it kill the vibe, but it can also make her feel like she's just part of a checklist. Take time, enjoy every moment through personal foreplay, and let things flow naturally. She does not expect you to be a rock star in bed your first time. So let's clear this up right away, gentlemen. Women don't expect you to be a superstar in the bedroom, plain and simple, especially the first time. What she does expect is that you're considerable and you considerate her needs too, and you're attentive and in tune with her. It's all about the experience and connection you create together, not about whether you can pull off moves you've seen in some porno or unrealistic scene, guys. It's okay if she doesn't orgasm as well. Many women don't, and they can still have a great time. Here's a big myth, gentlemen, that we need to bust. Sex is not solely about the orgasm. Some women don't reach orgasm every time, and that's completely normal, unfortunately, for some women. It doesn't mean she didn't enjoy herself. Okay, guys. And I laugh because I'm a woman myself, and I talk about this with my girls all the time. And we're going to go into the why here. Just give me a second. But what matters more is how she feels during the experience. If she feels connected, relaxed, and valued, trust me, she'll have a great time. So don't shy away from connecting, eye contact, dirty talk, physical touch, everything. Because here's something that will instantly elevate your bedroom experience: connection. And that means everything from making eye contact to a little dirty talk to just being physical and present with her. So don't be afraid to speak up, guide her, express what feels good to you. Women appreciate when a man can communicate openly, especially when it's playful and confident. Next one is, if your noodle gets dim, it is okay. Communication is key. Let's talk about one of the most common fears: performance anxiety for men. If you lose your erection, don't panic. It happens to almost every guy at some point or another. Instead of letting it ruin the moment, communicate with her. And women actually understand that this does happen to men, believe it or not. It probably wouldn't be her first time seeing this. Tell her what you need.
Okay. Do women really understand that? I mean, we can say women understand it all day long, that women understand when men lose an erection. but do they really understand? I hear her from a sex therapist or a sex, I forgot what she referred to herself as earlier, counselor or whatever. But maybe she's hearing stories from women who say, "Oh yeah, I definitely understand that," or maybe they're just agreeing with her. Men will lose an erection to go limp. Oh yeah, I understand that. But doing the actual act, I've heard guys say, "Man, I came quick, and man, she was tripping, and she was you." So do they really That's my question. Do they really understand it? That men will go limp, and I think that was either Andrea or Mel last week that said, "Hey, get that noodle back up. Let's get that noodle back up." You know, who was that? Andrea.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so yeah, when it goes, you know, you touch him in some of those spots, man. Those erotic zones. If you touch him in some of those erotic zones, maybe he will, come on back around. You know.
Again, like I say, it depends on this a when you have these conversations, they're broad, but they're also uh um uh personal as well, because it depends on those individuals, because that is something that happens. And I do believe that you have some women that actually understand it, because every day, every time ain't gonna be the same. You know what I'm saying? And whatever could have happened and not happened, there's a reason why that happens. So, but at the same time, it depends on that woman, and is that woman actually a woman and mature about a situation like that? You know, so it depends on the individual.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. I think that when you have a mature woman, a woman that really understands, or just that's had, has been around or maybe been in that situation before, I think they're less likely to be judgmental in that instance, in that moment,
Mhm.
and probably say, "Hey, shoot, okay, let me give you a second to recoup, and we gonna, let me." And you know, um, I've seen it where the guy may go limp, or at least I kind of heard about it. Well, and I've even experienced it in some situations where you know I lost the erection, and or maybe not a complete loss of the erection, and then the woman said, "You know what? I'm about to get there. Let me get you on back up there." And then she'll go down there and start giving some fellatio again, and that gets you right back to going, and you jump on back in it. But then
Mhm.
I've heard some women say, "You want me to go down there and give you some fellatio right after you just had pulled it out of me? I mean, I pulled it out of you. You got a problem with tasting your own juices? You know what I'm saying? If you
Mhm.
got a problem with tasting your own juices, then maybe we probably even shouldn't be doing it,
You wanted me to taste it, you can't taste it.
right?
But again, like you say, um, it's one of those things to a point where uh, I think what happens a lot of times, because men tend to live in their head, it, when they want to use their head. And I had to learn this, with being married, to take myself out my head. If you know what I'm saying, as far as, because I think what happens is, depends on the lead up, the leading into the moment. If it took too long to get where we were trying to go, what I'm saying. If that thing been hard, what I'm saying, 10, 12, 15 minutes along, and we still trying to, we working out a moment. I'm like, my mind I'm already there. So
Right,
by the time you get there, it's like, oh wow, that's all I want. That's all your body was waiting on. In other words, because you was already in your mental, and I had
right,
to
right,
learn that.
right, right. Woo, man. Let's clock that T with our girl Queen Walkers, man.
All right.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all know what time it is. Put them phones down, fingers up. It's tea with your girl, Queen Watkins. I hope
Well,
y'all are having an amazing morning. But y'all know what time it is. It's time to clock that tea. Have y'all seen the video of this lady that's going viral, y'all? 500K views in a few days of this lady dropping her kids off at school in a robe and a towel. Yeah,
oh, wow.
let's talk about it. So there's a mom. She had a full robe on, y'all, and a towel wrapped around her head and some slides. But she was taking her two children to school. So a lot of people are very controversial about why would she come out like this? She's lazy, she's ghetto. Everybody has their idea of this mom taking her kids to school this way. Now, my mama can't stand when I have a bonnet on going to the gas station, so I can only imagine what she would say dropping my baby off at school. I feel like appearance is very important. Very, very, very important. We don't know the backstory. We don't know the situation of why she got it. Maybe she did wake up late, right? But personally, I don't think that's an excuse to wear a robe because what's up under that robe? And these kids are little, right? And you have a towel on the top of your head. Personally, my personal opinion, you could have did something. You could have threw on a t-shirt, could have threw on some pajama pants.
Wait a minute. So she had on a robe with nothing under it?
A full robe. Now I can't say it wasn't nothing under it, but showing the video, I'm gonna send you the video. Looking at the video, I don't know. Now usually women know when you wearing a robe, what do we have on underneath it? 9 times out of 10.
Some t-shirt and some panties on.
You don't have no t-shirt on under no robe now. No, ain't no t-shirt under there. I know that for sure. Because if you had a t-shirt on, why not just put on pants, right?
Yeah.
So I would say this being lazy. Some people saying she's being very lazy to drop her kids off. You get out the car, walk your kids to the school with this on. First off, that can be embarrassing for the kids. Appearance is everything, right?
Wow.
I would never. I'm not judging nobody, but I would never. Like right now, the bus driver just zoomed past the house because it's raining outside and I want to let my baby sit outside. So I got to take him to school. I don't even have to get out the car, but I'm not going up there in the road. Simple, right? Agree, disagree?
So she had the robe on and a towel, like she
A
just got out
full
the shower.
robe. Yep. And a towel.
She probably didn't have nothing on under then.
My point exactly. And you're going to this school with all these children. Let's start there. All these children, you didn't think nobody was going to snap a picture. If I see something like that, I'm definitely going to take a video. Definitely take a picture because why are you out here like this? People wear bonnets to stores and stuff all the time. That's your own preference, right? Certain things you just don't do. Appearance is important.
Yeah,
All right, y'all. That's all the tea that I have today. Make sure y'all tune in to Two Men in Hats Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. sharp. And don't forget to stay tuned for your girl, Queen Watkins. Clock that tea. Y'all, November is coming up so quickly. Please send in y'all donations for y'all tickets. This is such an amazing event. Y'all definitely want to put your 2 cents in and be involved. Period. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye.
Yeah, I had to drop in. I dropped in on her while she was making the video. I started her. She was making the video. I popped in. She was like, "What the hell?" I saw you making your video and popped in on. That's one of the things I like. She had that booger bear under there. Man, she had something under there because I just couldn't understand. Okay, so the robe on, maybe you had your like pajamas on, and then you had the robe on top. But I didn't see the video. She said she was gonna send me the video, but the girl had a towel. You know how you get out of the shower, women they wrap.
I saw the video. I thought we sent it to each other. I thought you sent it to
I didn't
her.
see it. Maybe she did. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
But she had the towel wrapped around her head with the robe on. So and some slides or whatever. So maybe she didn't have nothing on under there but some drawers, in a drawers and a bra or something. Which
Mm.
to me is crazy. Like, why would you even come out the house like that? Period.
Mhm.
Okay, and then if you're just gonna drop the kids off and keep rolling, you got tinted windows, maybe. But to get out the car to escort the kids into the school, nah, that's ludicrous, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful to the kid. And them kids gotta the other one gotta go through the school the rest of the day and deal with that mess.
Yeah.
So how does that make them feel? Y'all know kids can be mean.
Mhm.
They can be real mean when it come down to like talking about you and check, you know. And so for her to do that and put her kids in a situation like that, because she had 2 kids, from what I gather, she was dropping off 2 kids.
Yeah. And again, we all allowed to give some people some grace because I don't know what it feels like to be in a predicament to the point where you're a single woman, you know, God forbid if you was working 2 jobs, you came right in, and I got to try to get the kids to school. Then if you with a dude, I almost said the other word. If you with a dude, he ain't have doing like he's supposed to do. I mean, it's a lot of factors can play into it. So I don't want to pass judgments too fast because I just don't never know. Because like when we worked at Rentway, bro, we saw some of everything, Doc. Doc, when I
Yeah,
worked
but
at Rentway,
but a
when,
lot of
when I
that was
worked at,
a lot of that was triflingness too, though.
yeah, some of it was, and some of it wasn't. Because then, but when I worked in the school system, I saw some other things to the point to where you had, sometimes if that adult was what I'm saying on drugs or whatever the case may be, they were trying to do the best they could. And here again, I'm not trying to pass judgment, give nobody an excuse, but every situation is different. But like you say, if this was just a thing of triflingness and just what I'm saying, that's a whole other thing. But I do know there are some cases to the point to where these folks doing everything they do, they can't do just to survive. So
So you don't think that in the moment, this girl lady hopping, even if she had just got out the bed with a dude and was
mm,
ass naked, that she couldn't have threw on some short pants and a shirt to drop the kids off at school
yeah, she could
quickly.
have. I mean, because
So
that's
again,
because they had another video where the girl had the little pajama shorts on with the booty or something on the back of it, and was taking the children to work.
I think I saw that
Ooh.
video where she got out. She had the booty cutter shorts on with the big kiss my ass or something on the back of it or something. And I
Mhm.
was like, that's inappropriate to be dropping your kids off at school.
Yeah. So I mean, again, but because a woman, for one, I mean, a woman. I ain't necessarily saying with age, anything. I'm talking about the maturity level of a woman. She's not gonna do that no way. At any
Yeah,
given time. That's one thing.
yeah.
Like my mama, that's one thing my mama instilled in us to this day, bro. When you get your ass up, always be prepared for the unknown. You will never know what's gonna happen. Have on some clean underwear, have on, what I'm saying, your face wash, your teeth brush, what I'm saying, because you don't never know what could happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Almost to the
right,
point to where like, sometimes have you some clothes and stuff beside your bed just in case, you gotta get up and go do something. And some shoes, you
right,
know what I'm saying? And
right.
but some people just, they don't think like that. So it just depends.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. Well, look, that's all we had today, man. We appreciate you guys um allowing us to go recap last week's missed it. You guys got a chance to get some clips and snippets today of some of the information we talked about last week. If you want to see the full videos, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and go to our YouTube channel at Two Men in Hats. And 2 Men in Hats, I think it's 2 Men in Hats podcast. Uh,
Hmm.
I need to put the actual link up, but anyway, you can go and subscribe to our YouTube channel and see the full version, or you can go back and subscribe to our Facebook page, 2 Men Ahead Podcast, and go back and look at the entirety of the video. Now do know on Facebook they only keep those videos up for so long before they delete them. I think it's 30 days now. So, but we just put them up last week, so they should be good for at least another 2 or 3 weeks. You can go back and watch the video in its entirety. So, thank you guys again for tuning in and sharing with us. We appreciate it as always. And tomorrow we'll come back with something fresh or something new.
Yes, sir.
Take it away, Lavelle.
All right, man. Announcement, man. Drum roll. This coming Labor Day, which happens to be 901 Day. You guys have been down to Ghost River with us, where we actually gave away the family vacation to the family. I can't think of the young lady's name, but anyway, so we'll be celebrating 901 Day. I will be the MC for that day. We have some guest DJs, some friends of mine, my sister, brother DJ Mary K, DJ Sketch, and DJ Anonymous. Also, we have Memphis' own Al Capone, who will be performing as well, and gonna have some food specials and stuff, man. So y'all come out for the Labor Day holiday. If you don't feel like cooking or whatever, we're gonna have the regular menu open, and we're gonna have a good time and go home. So I'm looking forward to that. So I put the invite out there on Facebook, and just to be able to partner with these companies, man, and be able to be on my brand like this, it means a lot. And so I've been here at Ghost River now almost 7 months. I think it is almost 7 months. So just looking forward to that, having a good time. So if y'all can, man, y'all come on out and kick it with your guy, man. Have on your 901 gear and kick it, man. Represent Memphis one on time. Oh boy, it's my boy Al Capone would say.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, come on, close us out with a prayer.
All right, Lord God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this time. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for just giving us life and life more abundantly. Continue to bless all of our efforts, man. Bless Tony. Bless Monica as she's going through her procedure. Let everything go good and let her come out with a speedy recovery. We actually continue to touch any bereaved family that's going through right now, Lord God. Lord God, we actually ask anybody that's going through anything in life and just need some prayer, Lord God. We ask you to touch this situation, Lord God. And Lord God, we be forever to give your name the glory, the honor, and the praise that you are due. We say this in your dollar son Jesus' name, and we said amen.
Amen. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Same bad time.
Same bad place.
2 Men in Hats.
Let's talk about it.
The 2 Minute Hats Podcast with your hosts with the most, Tony and Lavelle. Every morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. We also have Queen Watkins with Clock, Dead, P. Tune in with us and have a great time. Let's talk about it right here. 2 Minute Hats Podcast.